How it's going?
Welcome to our November Inventors Network for Southwest Missouri. I'm excited about the meeting today. And the reason I'm excited about the meeting today is because I'm going to learn a lot. And I have a hunch all of you are going to learn a lot. So without further ado, Galen, will you start our meeting with prayer, please?
Father, thank you for your many blessings and for inventive minds and that were made in your image, and you are a maker and a creator. Somehow we're the results, and we're thankful for that today. For the life you've given us and the support of it. Guide us in our thoughts today. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. As we do this meeting, this is not a political agenda. This is a meeting to grow as inventors and innovators. And we are in our 16th year. This is the beginning of our 16th year giving back. This is my husband with the pink hat, Galen Helzer. He's had his own engineering company for years and years and years and years. And currently we've been doing jobs for other people and billing out, and we decided we were getting a little older, and so he's had fun getting a paycheck every month instead of having to sign the paycheck, so it's been kind of fun. And he still does things. I like that, kind of fun. And I've had a design development company and been very blessed. I've won big and lost big, and the United Inventors Association is a meeting that we work with the United Inventors Association, and it's one of the largest inventor companies in the world. Club. And it's a lot of fun. And we, through the years, have come up with a mission statement that was voted on by the people here. And I'm going to ask Miss Emily over here if she would read the mission statement.
Oh my goodness.
While she's finishing putting her name down on the agenda. You wanna give it to her, John, here in just a minute? So we had fun. We've had to work it and rework it and listen close to the information that she has on it for those of you that don't come very often.
Are you ready? Inventors Network of Southwest Missouri Mission Statement. An organization emphasizing efficiency, focusing on simplicity and understanding risk, facilitating good ideas and good people while learning and sharing knowledge and understanding of the marketplace, the inventing process, and the patent filing system, providing a forum for interaction, study, and reflection with hopes of profiting from it, learning the process of putting an idea in front of consumers while minimizing risk and addressing standards of mass market.
So we all heard the word risk. When you're in business for yourself, when you're an innovator, when you're an inventor, there's lots of risk. And we're here to encourage you and to help you from some of the bumps through life that Galen and I have had some really big bumps. We've won big and lost big, and we've learned a lot of things that when you're inventors that maybe we could help you. And so as the book goes around now, make sure that you put your phone number so that we can read them. Also in this, if you want to look through and see some of the cards that people have put in here, you're welcome to do that, but please do not take the cards out. Please do not take the cards out, but you have a pin, so if there's a connection that you would like that's in this book, I'll pass it around and you can write it down. So when Galen and I do this, you're gonna find we've been married 47 years, and sometimes we get at each other. So I just thought I'd tell you to remember that this is us, and that we get at each other because I do the marketing and come up with crazy stuff, and he's the one with the brain. So sometimes it gets pretty tricky. So, are you gonna join us?
I was told you need a laptop.
I do.
Okay, so anyway, I just wanted to, give you the heads up that it's all okay. We're at 47 years. And, we have some really exciting things to go on. How many of you remember Jack Shoup?
I do.
Remember Jack Shoup? I'm gonna call him in a little bit. He's in
Sprout
Kentucky.
guy?
And when I get him on the phone, we will share, what's happening in his life, and it's pretty exciting. And, one of the things with Inventors, and when I work with, importers or production people, a lot of small inventors go from product to product to product, and that has its benefits, but a lot of people don't stick with a product. They get discouraged. And I just want you to know that when I started out with my business, I got rejected by, about 15 times with one company before they put it in all of their stores. And eventually I had 6,000 stores from 3 different, major players. And, when they went out of business, then that was really tough in my life. But that's to your benefit, laying off 25 people and, losing your shirt that you worked 15 years for, or almost 20. That's to your benefit, because Galen and I have learned a lot, not just from winning, but from losing to help you. So that's one of the things that we will be talking about here. And I'm going to, right now, see if I can get Jack on the phone, because, Jack wants to tell us what's going on in his life.
He's
And,
stuck with one thing.
huh?
He's kinda stuck with one thing.
Hey, Jack, we're sitting here and we're live, Augustus has got us live, I don't know if you can do it, but we're all sitting here waiting to hear about Jack, Sprout and Jack Shoup, what he's done, and there's people here that don't know you, so you're on.
Okay, hi everybody, how you doing out there?
Awesome.
Hi, Jack.
Yes, Jack Shoup, they call me Jack Sprout, that's the guy that wrote that book with the little character with the big green ears. Anyway, I'm here in, Hopkinsville, Kentucky. I'm, about 30 miles west of a place they call Land Between the Lakes. And, it's really beautiful out here. Farm country. They grow a lot of hemp, sunflowers, soybeans, and a lot of tobacco. They just been picking the tobacco and putting it out. And not too far from me is Jeff Davis's birthplace. You know him. He was the president of the South there for a while.
Okay,
So that's kind of part of the country I'm in. And Jen, did you bring that planting kit?
I did, and I will show them here. I'm walking around the room showing now your little guy.
Well, as far as in Inventors go, that little plastic kit that you're looking at, I kind of invented the concept of that whole thing. It's designed to be a planting kit, germination lessons for kids in schools. I've done it a million times. Anyway, the whole deal is you throw it in the soil, you put in 1/4 cup of water, you lay the sunflower seeds, they're black oil sunflower seeds. You lay them on top like a blanket and then shut the lid. That's the secret of the whole deal. And you shut the lid, and the kids watch them germinate, they watch the seeds start growing, and then in 5 days, the seeds push that lid and it pops open. Just go crazy. And then anyway, you grow it, and 5-10 days later, you got yourself a tray full of sunflower sprouts that you eat. You cut them and eat them. Or
Now, Jack, you have a book.
Yeah, and I told Coach Ann the other day, I wrote my book, Jack Sprout and Beaver Creek Meadow, as a young adult book, and the character is the main character, Jack Sprout, and he's a one-of-a-kind character, and he grew up in a sunflower field, and so he's part fauna, part flora, and he's the new farmer for this Beaver Creek Meadow. He learns about how to be a farmer from all his neighbors. Each one takes care of their part of the meadow. Anyway, I've been trying to sell it on my website, and I only wrote it like 40 years ago. I wrote this thing, my first copyright in 1983.
But you have other products that go with that, if you'll tell me what that.
What I've done is, from, like you guys there, your imagination and your inventive attitudes, I have pretty much just created products. I've got a video game, a doll, a song, a planting kit, a play, which I put the play on here, using Girl Scouts as the actors. It went over pretty good. And then curriculum, I've done a lot of things, but nobody knows who the character is, and it comes down to that. The book has to be out there first.
Absolutely.
I've been able to do that. In the last year or so, I've been telling myself, telling the world, that I need a company to come along, see what I'm doing, and be a partner with me or whatever.
So tell them the exciting news.
Yeah, it's, you know how it is. You just put your mind out there, you tell the universe this is what you want, and you go that direction. So, about 10 days ago, I got a call from an old boss of mine in Springfield, Missouri, of all places. He owns car dealerships there, and 2 years ago, he bought my book, about 4 or 5 of my books for his grandkids and some other friends of his grandkids. And he's always loved the book, and he's always talking me up to his friends and everything. And about 10 days ago, he called me, he said, Jack, how's it going out there? He's my age. I said, well, I'm doing pretty good. He says, well, a friend of mine wants to buy your book. My friend of mine's daughter is a well-known artist in Nashville, Tennessee, and she wants to buy your book. I said, okay, well, that's good, 'cause that's what I do. I sell books. He goes, no. She wants to buy the rights to your book. I said, oh, there we go. That's what I want. So anyway, I said, well, just drive down. I'm an hour north of Nashville. I said, well, I'll just drive down there and see her. He goes, no. I'll tell her. Anyway, she asked him to ask me what my interest would be. So I sent him all my stuff, a whole bag full of dolls and books and video games and all that stuff. They should have had it about a week ago. They should have all this stuff by now.
Well, we're all gonna clap. We're so excited for you. And,
Thank you. I hope to hear from it sometime this week or next week.
yeah, we hope you're the next SpongeBob and the next cartoon for the world, and,
Yeah, I did. Well, her husband, all I know about her is her husband writes music for television. So I think they're wanting to make something out of it for TV. I don't really know.
well, thank you so much, Jack. We're gonna all give you a hand. He's gonna-
Congratulations.
Yay!
For me, when you're talking to the universe, and when she called me, I want to see what she wants to do with it. There's a lot that goes on with it, giving people rights and stuff.
You betcha, and we'll be following you. And, look forward.
Thanks for calling.
We miss you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
It's always exciting when we see somebody go to the next step and the next step and the next step. And one of the things that he did with me this week, and I'm proud of him, so I'm gonna take this, or why don't you take it around, Gus? This is his original, but it didn't pop like I thought it should pop. So he redid it, and this is the one that will go on it now. But look at the difference, because when it's on a shelf, you gotta see it, so look at the difference. And we're in for some really, big stuff, and statistics are when you're inventing, you do better if you chew. So we'll pass some innovation, and so we'll pass that around.
This one did, this
And the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna have Mike Pressman come up, and he's gonna talk to us for a minute. Come on up, Mike.
I have no idea what I'm gonna say, people.
That's
I
fine.
just made a toy for Halloween that I wanted to share with everybody.
Now, you're sure you wanna share it without having non-disclosures signed?
You can't make it.
Okay.
I work,
Well, this is Mike Pressman, and he worked for Galen for many years, and he's a fabulous machinist. And then he left us and became even more of a fabulous machinist. So Mike, go ahead.
I am a tool and die mold maker, it's different.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You used me as a machinist. I
Oh.
was skating. I was a bum, you caught me.
Shucks.
But it was nice. They were good people to work for. I mean, here's where I'm at. The whole thing about everything that we do is the challenge. Somebody comes up with an idea, a key idea, and targets it, and you have to get to the point exactly what the issue is, what needs to be done, and what will fill that void or fix a problem or whatever. And that's the thing I enjoyed. The challenge is like a puzzle. You have no parts, and then you have to put them together.
Yeah, let me take a picture, please. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, and the deal is that really, necessity is the mother of invention. You have a good idea, and I'll look at it and say, hey man, that's a great idea. And then I'll talk to you and say, well, what if we did this? And you just tweak it a little bit, and it's even better. And the thing is with people and invention, sometimes you have a good idea and you have to prove yourself. And I hate that. I don't like to argue. I'm a pretty passive individual. Galen say to me, Mike, do something. And I'd sit down with my pencil and just draw something up. He's got all
Never
the
let me
drawings. I
down.
know you got it.
Never let me down.
Yeah, hey, that's what it's about, and I enjoyed that. And he
He
made
sold
me
jobs
do-
that had to have castings, and we didn't know how to make castings, so we learned how to make castings. You and I, we learned how to
We
make
learned
castings.
how to do a lot of crazy stuff. But the thing is having that willingness to take that next leap of faith, to do, to challenge yourself, not to be complacent. Oh, I'm happy in my life, this is what I'm gonna do. Okay,
Is it all right if you take, you know this is gonna go out around the world? You're fine with that, right?
it's all about me.
Yes, sir.
No, hey, I'm being honest.
Okay,
My wife doesn't recognize me.
okay, go for it, Mike.
Okay, I need somebody to turn the lights out for a minute, cause this thing works best in the dark.
You wanna,
I gotta find the switch, I can't remember where it is. Okay, here we go. Did it light up? Yeah, hi everybody. This is my hat.
wow.
Now, this is only part of it. This is my brain. Now, I can't think for myself, but if you want me to, you push this switch.
And that's what's going on up there?
You mind if I smoke?
It says a few things.
Oh, I'm not quite done yet. Can you crank me up to medium well?
And it says one more thing. But here's the bottom line. These LEDs are 40 years old. I worked for the company that made that safety device right there in Long Island City, New York in 1980.
Which safety, the exit?
Yeah, those are all my stuff. And I had a non-disclosure. I wasn't allowed to know what I was building parts for. And 20 years later, I took the sidewalk and I said, wait a minute, those are my parts in there. I did the R&D and prototypes, didn't even know.
Doesn't that make you, let's give him a hand.
And then there was Galen that threw out more challenges than Jan, and I had a lot of fun. It was great.
He just kept us from scrapping.
Lights on now?
Lights on. Lights on
You
now?
wanna be slow?
Yeah, if you're afraid of me in the dark, you better be. But I had a ball Halloween. I also made a remote control spider.
Did you make all the pieces and parts or buy different ones and glue them together, or how does that work?
I bought junk for 40 years and just pieces and parts. The headband is an old welding shield, a grinding
You don't wanna
shield.
show us in the light?
Oh, sure, I'm sorry. Will you pass it around?
That one little bolt thing that's red, it gets big and small.
Yeah, these were cosmetic rejects that come off the assembly line in Long Island City. Yeah, you wanna pass it around? We won't break it.
Oh, look at that. My goodness.
And I put that together in my
Impressive.
garage. It runs on a
Impressive.
9-volt battery, you know?
It's got some hair.
And I got the brain and big eye.
Picture? Did you get a picture, Galen?
You know what would be another.
It all starts with imagination.
A little, thing that, if you could do it, is that have that jaw move up and down at those holes.
That'd be cool.
That's a good idea, too.
I like that. I like that.
That's a
Couple
good
servos and the ESC.
Yeah.
I've
And it
got
would
one of those
only have to
exhaust
be
tips.
a real small servo.
Have you seen the exhaust tips you put on your car that is, every time you rev the engine, the mouth goes open, it's a skull,
No.
long skull, and
No.
We used to put a spark plug in our exhaust and then have flamethrowers out the exhaust. Back in the day, before all this high-tech stuff.
I used to work for an exhaust system company.
Quick story, guy had a 1960 Cadillac convertible, red with the white interior, it was on commercials and stuff, and he had those spark plugs on the
Uh-huh.
exhaust, so the flame was going on about that far. So Jay Leno shows up there with his mini pickup truck, and he's got exhaust pipes this size, and they're up about 4 foot above the cab on the mini pickup truck, and he turns it on right there, he's got an Allison jet engine in it, and the flames shoot up to the ceiling.
Oh!
Big white plumes, and I said, "Hey, Gary, look, Leno's got flames too."
That's pretty good.
Later, I'd like to have some of his
Pretty good.
toys.
Oh, yeah.
He got some motors that come out of
Can you
aircraft.
zero in on that with the camera?
Yeah, sure.
And I'll tell you, you know, our life is temporary, but knowledge and wisdom is infinite. You look at some of the things that have happened around the world for eons. It has been knowledge even before there were cell phones, before there were teletypes or anything. And there is a knowledge out there. All you have to do is tie into it, and it'll work for you.
Thank you, Mike.
Pyramids, look
Okay.
at how the season.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Sam. Now you gotta give these to all the little children for
Elon
Christmas.
Musk, he, on a lot of his stuff, he doesn't even patent it or copyright it, because by the time he gets it service, someone else has already modified or went something better, so he builds on what he has and goes from
Yeah,
there.
I think I'm trying to figure him out, but when you say that, I think what he's doing is, he knows
Oh, by the way, thanks,
the world's
Jan.
so fast paced,
Thank
just
you,
like
Mike.
whatever he's done. He said someone could take that idea and then really market it and stuff like that. But Elon Musk, what he's doing, cause there's people out there saying, I got better than what he has. And he has already lost a lot of money to get to where he's at, or spent a lot of money. So I think what he's doing is he's going ahead and getting to the second or third level. So when the new guy comes in, he's already 2 steps into it, and they have to do the same thing he does and spend the money, and then they question whether they wanna do it or not, because he's already stuck his neck out. I think that's the game he's doing, because I've been looking at this stuff,
It's like
the invention
That's
process.
the D40. never did, was never copyright, never patented, but the name was copyrighted.
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean, is there a happy medium somewhere? Because there's guys that will skip that part.
I'm in love.
Yeah, just use your
Something we
flex
can
card.
always, okay, we're gonna move on down the tracks a little bit. We're gonna bring on Santa Claus. Come on, I want you to meet Dennis Mooneyham, and he has some stories for us.
It looks beautiful. You made it. Beautiful.
I'll start by showing you what, Big Cedar Lodge wanted me to do. They wanted me to wear a mask, they wanted me to wear a shield. And then they put me behind this big plexiglass that was wider than this and taller than this, and would not let the kids get around it. This is up top,
That was last year?
the last 2 years.
Okay.
And, so anyway, I did that, but I turned down Bass Pro because they wanted to tell me when I could go to the bathroom. And I said, we've got a problem. I didn't say, hey, Houston, but
Yeah.
I said, we've got a problem because in 2008, I had prostate cancer and they did radiation seeds implants. And it shrank my bladder and everything in that area. So about every hour and a half or two, I've got to go. And, you know, you can't just say, okay, every hour and a half or every 2 hours, you can go. My bladder tells me it's time. And if I don't listen to it and obey it, it's too bad.
Yep.
It's too bad. And accidents are not fun. I don't care if you're a little baby or
Yeah.
an old person.
But not Santa, but what you need to know is this man has gone to Santa school, and he's got a lifetime of experiences being Santa Claus. So it's not a funny thing that he's here, it's a very real thing that Santa Clauses go to school and learn the protocols, and he's going to share some of that with us today.
The big folders has got big pictures of my career, you know, I call it a career. I gotta grab something over here too. We talked about inventions. And I wanna pass around these two.
Wow. This is your
What-
invention.
What prompted me to do these two inventions is I've got family that have carpal tunnel. And they say it takes a long time to write a check, because of having to,
I just want a picture with you with your invention.
to try and,
Go ahead,
and,
Jaylen will take a picture of you with your invention.
to be able to grip a pen for the length of time it takes to write a check. They couldn't do it. And I kept praying about it, and I kept thinking, what can help?
Did you just hear this Augustus, brilliant guy? He said this is a genius idea.
What can help? And I thought, okay, I've got tennis balls at home, and I
Sounds like a
thought,
pink.
you know, if they could hold on to a tennis ball and move it around and it have a pen in it, you know, it might not be the prettiest handwriting, but at least, you
Yeah.
know, they'd be able to write.
I ran 14 tow trucks for 10 years,
Uh-huh,
and people have arthritis
Sure.
and stuff. So I carried clothespins, the spring clothespin,
Uh-huh.
and I gave it to these people.
yeah,
I went to the senior places
Yeah.
and stuff, gave it to
put on the
them.
ink pen.
So they could, so they could put it, on their key and turn the ignition.
Oh,
Turn the door to open
Yeah.
up the key to open up the door for their home or their apartment.
Fabulous.
Close.
Itty bitty.
Good idea.
But,
Did you guys all hear what?
I made one with the big pin straight through the middle. The other one was it through the side, because that way you can rotate it to, right, whichever way's
I'll send
the
you the
most
text.
comfortable.
Yeah.
But especially if you're left-handed, you know.
of the books.
And, I kidded about one of those being a left-handed one, and they had to figure out which one it was, but it's not.
Left-handed, the gay one.
Anyway, the little books, the colored ones are of the NICU newborn babies, and I was there for 3 different, years. I really enjoyed that. Then the pandemic hit, and I haven't been back since then.
We got 5 years.
5 years at Mercy Hospital, and, the big folder has got, pictures of Fort Leonard, Fort Lewis, Texas, where I was in Santa the first time after, Santa University. Way back up to when I was 9 years old. My dad was sick at Christmas time, and so I got to fill in for him with my mom and be Santa. I think I had, I've got 7 younger brothers and sisters, and I don't know whose, tricycle or bicycle I was having to help fix, but, anyway, I was always good with my hands, and, so I got to be Santa when I was 9 years old for the first time.
Wow.
Then, when I was 20, I moved back here to take care of my mama, and, she said, Denny, if you're not gonna lose weight, and I don't think you are, you might as well be Santa Claus, because you got the disposition for it.
Sure.
And I said, well, Mama, you and God made me that way, so she talked with me for about a half an hour or more, giving me Mom's wisdom about being Santa Claus. And I didn't know that much about being Santa Claus, or anything, and so I went and talked with God about it for a while, and, got his approval. And I tell people I've been ordained by God to be a Santa Claus, but anyway, it started in 2000. I was given this suit I'm wearing, a little pullover, fleece suit. If you hold it up in front of your eyes, you can see through it, and, but it's still quite warm. And, so anyway, I was told, if you take good care of this suit, it might last about a year. You know, it costs less than $100, so anyway, 10 years later, I retired it, because I came out of JCPenney's, I was looking for a red shirt, and, so anyway, a lady kept hollering, sir, sir. Well, I thought she was talking about somebody else until she got hold of my arm, and she showed me on her little pink laptop, Santas that she had hired for the NOR, N-O-E-R-R Programs Corporation. And she said, I wanna hire you for Santa, but you gotta go to Santa University in Arvada, Colorado, this next year. So I did. Cost me about $1,000, and, I really didn't
So there's
have that.
a Santa University in Colorado.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
And I really didn't have $1,000, but my credit card did. You know, after I paid it off.
True story, Glendale, California, the city attorney was suing Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus. Said he's running a business in a residential area. The area in the front of the home is all white rock, which is common. They put rock and stuff instead of grass and whatever. So it's big white rocks to simulate like snow. The roof is a flat roof, a little bit of a slope, and it has white rock on it. And then it's 24/7, 365 Santa.
Yeah.
North Pole.
Yeah.
So
Because they didn't have snow.
so the city attorney took him to court. And so he had all these letters and stuff from Make-A-Wish and whatever else. and the judge almost put the city attorney in jail for contempt of court. Says, this man has done, and his wife has done something for society, you know?
Yeah.
And so that's another Santa story right there.
Well, good. You'll see pictures in the book that are of the 58 real bearded Santas that were in the Santa University. And, the shortest one was 4.5 feet tall, and the tallest one was 6'8". I became really good friends with one that was 6'6", and I got a picture of him in there too. He just looked like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, he had that physique. He was a bodybuilder, weightlifter, swimmer, and at the time that we were in school there, his beard came down to about where his belly button would be. And just real sweet guy, nice Christian, and loved kids. And he's got kids in the Detroit area. And he'd like to move down here and stay with me, but he can't get away from his kids. And I don't blame him. He's got 2 canes that he was using, and until he used me for support. And but anyway, his name is Doug, and he's just a real sweet guy. I call him every year on his birthday, which is on Halloween, and wish him happy birthday, and he always cries and says, "Oh, you don't have to remember me." And I said, "Doug, we're good friends." And he had been adopted as a child, and so when he told me that, I said, "Can I adopt you too?" And so we've been brothers ever since, and that was in 2011. And I just can't forget him. He's a special guy. But in 2011, after we graduated from Santa University, they gave us our diploma, and they also told us where we were gonna go to serve as Santa Claus for that year. Well, I was sent to Fort Hood, Texas, to the Army base. I had never heard of it before, and so before I left, I thought, I don't know how to get there, I don't know anything about it. I found out it was the largest Army base in the free world, that they had 3 tank divisions that trained there, and it was just an awesome place. And I got to be there before the incident happened with the guy going crazy and shooting somebody. But anyway, it was really neat, and I got to welcome soldiers coming back from Afghanistan. And there was one of them in there with his Army uniform on, and his 3 kids. And whenever I would ask the kids, "What's the most important thing you want for Christmas this year?" Teary-eyed, they'd say, "For Dad to be home." And that was his cue to come around the Santa set and around the Christmas tree and surprise their kids, because Mama knew when he was coming back and had it all set up. And so anyway, the 14-year-old daughter saw him and recognized him first. He'd been gone about a year. And she screamed like a banshee Indian, and she threw her arms up in the air, and she started bawling and running toward her dad. Well, that scared her little brother and sister, and they started crying and running too. Well, bless her heart, these pictures are some of the 20-some pictures that my quick photographer took, and was nice enough to give me a print.
Wow.
But there was 2 of them, and another one in there that he's not wearing his uniform. But you know, it was really a Kodak moment, and we had tried to get the media to be there to take part in it. But it wasn't important to them.
Sure.
And, so, you know, we just, you do what you can.
Right.
And, like I say, I had to turn down Bass Pro because of the bathroom issue. In 2014, I was asked to be Santa in New York at the Walt Whitman Mall on Long Island. 45 10-hour days. And they told me that, the median income there, was $150,000 a year.
For Santa?
No, for the homeowners.
Oh, wow.
And so anyway, they also told me that there was more single moms that shopped there than in the other demographic. And I saw more strollers than I'd seen in my entire lifetime. And they weren't for kids. Most of them were for dogs. You know, dog walking.
I've seen it.
It's a whole
Don't believe it.
new, whole new spin on dog
Have you
walking.
seen
But
it?
anyway, it was really neat.
Dogs, dogs in the back.
One guy had a stroller that was for his little boy, and it was a race car. And wow, I thought it looked neat too. And, I mean, that daddy was just so proud pushing that little race car stroller around and his little boy in there, you know, sitting up, just, oh, it was really neat. And, but yeah, 45 10-hour days, and, they paid my airfare there and back, my hotel, my car rental, but not for the gas. And they put me 10 miles from where I was, being Santa. And they gave me a check for $8,000 before I went home. So that paid pretty good.
How many years ago was that?
2014. Well, 2015 and 16, I was at Battlefield Mall here in Springfield. And then, like I said, the last 2 years, I was at, Big Cedar Lodge. Anyway, any questions?
Well, this Nick ICU thing is just kind of a heart wrencher. It's like, wow. Yes, I wanna know if your games.
Those parents that really appreciated having a older with Santa and their babies.
I wanna know at the end of this if it's okay if people take pictures with you. Sure.
I have a question.
Okay.
What type of things did you learn in Santa University?
Oh, the first thing I learned, most important thing I learned, I had a little silver wristwatch, Timex. And they said Santa does not wear a wristwatch. He wears a pocket watch. I do have a pocket watch.
Yeah.
But I don't have a wristwatch anymore. And, matter of fact, this last month, somebody tried to scam me, with, buying a pocket watch, not pocket watch, a wristwatch, on my bank account. And so anyway, I told them at the bank, I said, I had not owned a wristwatch since I became Santa Claus in 2011, went to Santa University. And they said, it's gone. And so they took care of that real good. Real good.
So what else did you learn at Santa University? How to market yourself?
Yes, they had classes on coloring your hair, whitening it, and, or bluing it is what they call it. They said you could go to a salon and have it done, or you can do it yourself. It's quite simple, they said. And, when the owners, and that was them in the book, with giving me my diploma, they said, don't worry about it, your hair is fine. And, I mean, I'm still salt and pepper. Both my grandpas were completely white-headed by the time they was 40. And I was having white hairs in the 7th grade, so I thought, okay, 40 years, I'm gonna be completely white-headed. And I'm 70 now, so, I'm just a little slow.
Yes, I find that, if I wash my hair every day, and like, my hair turns real white, so if I go on a few days, I still maintain some of my natural color. And I'm not near as red as I was when we went to school together
Oh,
here.
yeah. Yeah.
How neat.
That's the owners and,
Where's
her name
Sandy
was-
University? What
her
city
name
and
is
state?
Judy Noor,
Yeah,
and, that's what the company was named after, Noor Programs Corporation. They put all the Santas in the Simon malls that are across the United States. Most of them are Simon malls. I don't know how.
This is really cool, the Operation Santa Stocking,
Uh-huh,
and that's where?
that Arvada, Colorado.
That's really cool.
Arvada.
And, yeah,
That'd be a good
And,
one to
we-
put up, I guess, just on the,
yeah.
so people can see.
Matter of fact, when we were doing the boxes for the Santas, I mean, for the soldiers, filling them with all kinds of different things that companies had provided.
The shoe boxes?
No, they were big boxes,
Oh.
probably about this big and this tall.
Oh.
And, we were passing them down the line, and while we were doing that and filling, our part into, whatever was in front of us, we were singing Christmas carols. And, if you can imagine 50 Santas plus singing Christmas carols, some could sing good and some couldn't, but it was making a joyful noise.
Sure.
And,
Do you have
Really enjoyed it.
a business card for all these people
I
since
do.
you're Santa?
I do.
That would be a nice thing to have for everyone to have, and if you wanna get them and give them to Gus to make sure that everybody gets one in their hands. What do you think is the number one, memory, if you were to look at one memory that sticks out from being Santa, what would be that memory?
My first year at Mercy Hospital, when I got to do the St. Jude's kids,
Wow.
it just broke my heart.
Sure.
I was walking down the hall, hadn't got to the first room yet, and, this little girl saw me coming down the hall. She's running at a dead run at me. Arms out like this. Hugged me real hard. Then I noticed that she had plastic surgery on her face and her arms. She'd been burned about 80% of her body. That's all I could do to keep holding it together. Till I got out to the car, the floodgates.
Sure.
I tell you what, I just couldn't hold it. But, it's been a blessing to me, for 23 years now. And, I just enjoy it. Oh, 2 years ago, a friend of mine that I was, working with, we were truck drivers together for the same company. And I also got to work with him because he was a professional stuntman. And he loved doing body burns. Now, if you don't know what a body burn is, that's where you light him on fire. And he'll burn for 30 seconds or less. I mean, the flames shooting 3 feet over his head, his arms when he's got them out. And it looks impressive. But after about 30 seconds, he goes down on the ground, and then you gotta put him out. And then you gotta start stripping his clothes off, because the steam will burn him as bad as the flames would. And he couldn't breathe that in because it burned his lungs. So there was a lot of safety involved in it too, and I was the safety and wardrobe man. For 5 years, 15 different body burns. I prayed before, during, and after each one, because, and God kept him safe, kept us all safe, because we all could have been burned at one point. And, Steve went on to be with the Lord last year, but, I think it was due to his diabetes, and, you know, just one of those things that I've got in my mind that I just love doing, and, I loved it almost as much as this house was.
We got a question from an online viewer. What did they teach you at Santa School about trying to console upset children?
There's many, many things that we hear as being Santa. The worst thing you wanna hear is abuse. Physical abuse, mental abuse, both carry the same weight. And you try to console the child, best you can, letting him know that people loved him, you know, because there are people that love you even though some don't. And, another thing you don't do is you don't tell them when they ask for something, oh yeah, you can have that. The answer they told us at Santa University was, let's see what Santa can do about that. You don't promise them. And just as sure as you do, mom or daddy are standing over there going, with that kind of look on her face. You've seen the movies. And, you know, there were times when I would look over at mama or daddy and they'd be going like this. So I'd say, well, you know, there's a good chance you might get that, but we'll see what Santa can do about it. You know, you don't break character anytime you're in the Santa suit. And, so there were times when incidents would happen and you think, well, how do you fix that if I didn't have to stay in character? And, it was usually, we had a person in our set crew that, really made it difficult one year because while I was in New York, he was 6 foot tall, black, gay, and, he made it hard for us with Starbucks. We had an agreement with Starbucks that they would give Santa a drink, either water or coffee or whatever. And so anyway, he kind of overstepped his bounds. He went over there. He said, I need this, this, and this for Santa. And they said, you know, I don't think that was on the list. Boy, he got real mad and hateful and choice words and everything, and they told us not to come back. And I don't blame them. Sure. You know, I mean, any other time, he was a nice guy. But I don't know whether they said something to him that offended him or what, but, yeah. You got a question?
Yeah, do you have someone with you, say you run in a situation, kid kind of reports abuse to you, that it can get back to the police to somewhere that it can be taken care of indirectly, not always directly from you, but for someone there listening that can kind of cover for you?
That's why we wear gloves, and that's why we keep our hands visible. So that, you know, they can look back on the pictures and everything and say, hey, saw his hands. And, I've never had any.
That's interesting that Santas have to keep their hands for people people to see.
Yeah, but I mean,
That's-
but
that's
you
good
hear
to know.
someone, and maybe you'd like to be able to report it, you have someone there with you that could report and go around you and report them. Get some of these people taken care of that need to be, you know?
If there was cameras on each
Yes.
one, is there cameras?
Huh?
Is there cameras?
Oh, yeah,
So,
and there's,
Is he asking about if a child were to say to you, they are being abused? Yeah, I think that's what he's
yeah,
Yes.
you're a mandatory reporter.
oh, yeah, yeah, I thought you meant,
No,
accuse you of being, abused.
No, we're a mandatory
Yeah.
reporter.
Yes, we are. And also, it's not widely publicized, but Santas have to carry, well, they can carry $1 million or $2 million policy, insurance. Liability.
That's interesting. There's another question.
There used to be a show on television, I think Art Linkletter, Kids Say the Darndest Things.
Yes,
I
I
bet
like
you've
that.
heard some whoppers,
I like
you share
that.
some whoppers. I mean, you interact with children, you know, you probably heard some pretty good stories.
Well, if it was, I turned it off of my mind because I didn't wanna think about it.
You have a lot of them
And,
now.
you know, you do hear some whoppers.
Yeah, I imagine so.
But the worst things that the kids would ask for was if a relative died, like grandma or grandma or
Bring 'em back.
mom or dad, wants you to bring them back.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's sad.
One of the things we'd like to do with you before you would leave, we'd like to take a group picture with Santa.
Okay.
That would be really nice. And, for now, we're gonna give him a hand. Santa, let's see. If you, what we're gonna do here is we have a lot of stuff that's gonna go on. And, what we're gonna do now, everybody's been sitting for a while. Well, we're not gonna sit for a while. We're gonna talk about marketing here a little bit. But if you all stand up and grab the end, everybody stand up. Everybody stand up.
Gonna be the fish in the middle, Jan.
Everybody grab a piece of the net.
And Santa Claus can
Let's
swan
go
dive
toward
into it.
Emily.
Okay.
Okay, hang on, I gotta get the rest. You know, it's amazing how you can market. This is just a pretty neat dollar road. And there's 3 of them. And how this game works, it's starting to go down. Oh, they're hard to go up. We'll start with 2 for now. And if you let it go out, then you sit down, okay? If you let it go out, and the point is, we're trying to get it to go out.
Okay. Oh, yeah, this might be hard. You got it.
Good. Good.
Oh,
That's good.
it just goes to that.
Oh, hey, I'm only 5'2", that ain't, it went over my
Boy,
head.
boy, you gotta sit down. Okay, here we go.
with our hands
No.
I didn't think so.
Hey, one more, woo! There we go.
Oh,
One more. Woo, back to the ceiling. Woo! Woo! One more time to the ceiling. Whee! Woo!
okay, I'm out.
Yeah, choosing your head.
I'm out.
Critically challenged people.
I pulled on it,
Yeah.
but nobody
Yeah.
could give me
Well,
another
my
reaction.
wife's only 4'8", so 6, she lies about it.
There's still one one down underneath.
Oh, you're using your
Oh,
hand.
you can't use your hands.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Okay, let's put it up.
Right, she's doing good.
Oh, yeah.
Put the two of them in. Did you go out, Gus? Okay. Yeah, you guys are gonna have to move around the net. Barbie, I think you just went out.
Boy,
Okay. Gus, can you get some good pictures here?
Sure can.
In through your nose, out through your mouth.
Somebody just went out. Terry, you went out. You didn't get it.
I'm out.
Terry's out. Galen, you're still in.
Oh, no, I
Come on. You're down to the wire, guys.
Gonna be appointed.
Okay, now it's left for John and Gus's dad.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Gus's dad won. That means that when we play the next game here, that Gus's dad gets to make the first, Dave, I'm sorry, we think the world of Gus, so Augustus. What I wanna say here again though is, I'm gonna pass these around, take a really good look at what $1, you can spend volumes of money, but kids can learn about the world for $1. Okay, oh, we need one more. They're between the two. Okay, here goes. Yeah, one more time. Okay, you want again. Now, I wanna say, this is wonderful for families over the holidays, because it really helps when you have family that might cause upsets, or it breaks the ice, and it's a good thing. But if you're marketing globes, you can spend thousands of dollars on a globe, or you can spend $1 on a globe. And so that's called high-end, low-end marketing. That's important to understand, the high-end, low-end marketing.
And a lot of kids do not know the countries of the world.
Now I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna show you all one more thing. How many of you guys played Sorry when you were growing up? Did you play Sorry?
Yeah.
Okay, and what was the board like?
It's all right. Yeah, looking at it.
Did you have a cardboard board
What's this?
when you played Sorry?
Yeah.
Africa's broken.
All right, when you guys played Sorry, I'm gonna bring this around. Your parents paid good bucks for a Sorry game. This Sorry game cost $1.25.
I'm sorry?
$1.25. Think what I'm trying to teach you. High-end and low-end marketing. Now, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
pretty
send this
cheap.
around. Yep. So you can hang them. That's what that deal
No.
too. They just didn't get it sliced off
They
maybe.
didn't slice it.
Okay.
Slice
You
it,
know,
slice it.
we can talk about quality control another time.
It's made in China, what do you?
All right. Yeah, look, Gus is showing, look at this, guys. Guys, look, Battleship,
Yep.
Chutes and Ladders, go ahead and start passing them around. Trouble, Monopoly, $1.25. Now,
Oh,
okay, Galen, Monopoly,
what?
Scrabble, $1.25.
Sorry, I am sorry.
I want you to look at what they did here. They are using pieces of plastic and paper, incredible low-end, high-end marketing.
You still get
Now,
money,
Ship it worldwide and cheaper too.
not as much.
it doesn't cost as much, it's smaller, it is not as heavy to mail,
It's
it
like
doesn't
cheap
take as
drugs.
much shelf space. Listen, listen,
It's
listen, those of you
addictive.
putting out
Pretty soon you
products.
know.
Now, I thought that that was pretty phenomenal, and then they paid for a box, and then this company decided, hooey, well, why do it that way? We'll just put it in a plastic bag, and here's checkers.
Probably a quarter.
So,
Because if they have to pay somebody to make a box and then you have to buy it.
now, how many of you got a fidget thing when the fidgets came out?
Oh, no, it's filled.
Did any of you get a fidget deal when the fidgets came out? I think, Gus here probably got a fidget device. Well, who would have thought about making a thing where you trade can't say it, fidgets? So, all right, guys, eyes up, Gus is gonna show you something. Okay, Gus, tell him about that.
Well, around my junior, sophomore year of high school is when the fidget toy craze took off.
Hang on, Mike, you're gonna miss it here. Go ahead.
It was around my junior, sophomore year of high school, the fidget toy craze just blew up. And it was just one of the latest in kids' toy fads. It was also the same year that I had gotten a 3D printer. So these are,
That's a better fidget toy.
yeah,
3D printer.
oh, I would say. I would make and sell these for $2 a pop. It takes me about 30 cents, or make them for about 30 cents.
And these were the fidget things that you got.
Yep.
That deserves a clap. Come on, guys. Good for you. Good for you. Huh?
The point that, don't miss the point of that. That was all printed as one piece, yes?
Correct.
It was all printed as one piece,
No assembly required. I could
no
just-
assembly required, it was printed assembled. Get a load of that, that's 3D
Yeah,
printed.
that's cool.
That's cool.
If you didn't snap it together?
No.
Wow.
I would make them in just kind of the 5 basic colors. I gave them goofy names: blueberry, bubblegum, pink, watermelon green, those kind of things. And me and my friends would sell them around school. And because that was the trend. It was the fidget spinners, and we had the fidget bricks, and the little fidget dinosaurs you guys all have kind of fell right in line. And I mean, it made a pretty good buck.
I bet. I bet. So now then, here's how to trade your fidget toys. So somebody came up with a little paper thing that you can put your fidget toys in, and a game to use your fidget toys. So they saw somebody else's fidget, and I'm gonna send it around. It's just a piece of cardboard, guys. Just a piece of cardboard.
I missed it. I told them last week.
So Augustus is gonna show us now some more of the fidget toys that have been part of, what do we call it? Tricks. Some of Gus's tricks. Oh my goodness, Halloween. Woo. Wow. Was this all one piece too, except for the hat?
Yep.
Woody. Wow.
Is that Galen? Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Hold
Sorry,
it
Galen.
Hold it up against that picture.
Oh, you look cool, man.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, they're all homemade.
so you gotta just keep passing them around.
You know what I'm asking?
There you go.
And that one has a hat somewhere. And what do you others have? It's all print in place, one piece. Printed assembled.
Yeah, they've got special editions. Pretty big.
Well, you gotta have a thing.
Add to it.
It's gonna have one interconnect.
And these are all,
And I have.
Free,
Right.
installation stuff.
It's like wood carving. Yeah.
Around that, so that it doesn't move, that's why it's.
Yeah. Go the other way.
Doesn't show me everything.
Look at
Little row on this first.
Now, see, they.
Okay, Dave. You get to go and make the first pick. We're gonna play, we brought gifts. If Santa Claus is here, everybody's gonna have a gift. And after we do gifts, then we'll have some refreshments, and then we'll have our paid-for talent that's performed around the world. And so, Dave, if you would go over to the gift table. And how this game works, listen up, is he's gonna pick a gift. And he's gonna open it up, and y'all are gonna look at it. And the next one in line is Galen, and he's gonna decide if he wants to take his gift or get another gift. And we'll see who wins. So you can pick, if you don't want, if you see something somebody has that you want, when it's your turn, you take it from them. So, all right. Well, let's see, you know, he gets his,
Which
he
one
gets his pick.
Which one do I want?
Did this go all the way around? Just a piece of felt, somebody made it. Piece of felt.
Can I open it?
Yeah, you gotta open it so I can see what I want.
Okay, let's all see what Dave's got.
Oh,
I'll buy one.
well, you got a heating pad, you got chickens. There you go.
Okay, Dave, what you got?
The Sunbeam heating pad.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know.
Oh, I broke Woody.
You what?
His nose fell
Uh-oh.
I've noticed that on a few of them. I've tweaked the settings a few times, but it just keeps on happening.
off. No, it's all right.
Nothing
It's
super
my
cool
fault.
to fix.
So
I'm
Dave,
gonna pick another one.
Okay.
You
All right.
get that one.
I might take.
well, unless somebody else takes it.
I might need that.
We didn't see what it was.
Oh, they didn't see what it was. Everybody's talking and,
What is in
okay.
the bag?
Oh, show it again?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, guys, you gotta stay with us here.
Heating pad.
For cold water, so you know it's on the.
What do you and Galen get?
Oh,
Yeah, I might not want anybody to take that.
Really good. Matter of fact, I got one built in my bed.
I don't know what that is.
Like that.
Oh, it's a multi-function fingernail polisher.
You guys all listen what Galen got. You might wanna get it from him.
Years ago.
It's a fingernail polisher.
Congratulations there, son.
Well, he can either keep it or he can steal it.
Well, no, I don't steal it, somebody else steals it.
Okay, all right.
You could use it for pedicures too, you know.
Pedicures?
We need to keep it out where people can see what you got.
Oh, there we go.
You got to match your name up. Keep that accessory.
Bunch of wrapping paper.
Kindly wrapped by Barbie. Where'd she go?
She disappeared a little bit ago. She's trying to.
Oh, that goes on the headrest of your car. You hang your purse or your gun on.
Okay, what I'd like to do with that particular product is it's really important, Paul, if you take it and walk around and show people that it doesn't show how you use it. You mind just taking it around? This is
If
part
I
of it.
didn't know, I wouldn't have.
Yeah, you can pass it around, but the bottom line is of all the marketing things that I've seen, what is it? How does it work? It says it, but it doesn't show what it is. That would totally flunk packaging. It would not, how that ever made it to the store shelf, I will never know.
You got a good point, 'cause for people, it's hard for them to match. Individual.
So, was there anything, Paul, you could, okay, so, that's what, Paul, you could have stolen from them, you know, okay?
I think it kind of shows an interesting characteristic of like marketing instructions show is you can have something as simple as magnetic hooks you don't need instructions for. But you get like a blender or something, a little bit more advanced, you definitely need instructions or some kind of, the picture aid on the back.
Yeah.
If you get something
Yeah.
as complex as a computer, you know, you'd never have instructions for a computer other than how to turn it on.
Yeah, I got a flash drive one time. It was a deal, a flash reader. You stick, a card in it,
Yeah.
and it came with the book, and on the front of this book, it said user manure. And inside, it was all Chinese. There was no
That's
reading
awful.
whatsoever. There wasn't even an English page. On the front it was English, user manure.
We
Okay,
learned that in
Terry,
English class.
it's
called
Terry's
foreshadow.
turn, you can either get a gift or steal a gift. Look all over, there's all kinds of packages there, we gotta keep it going, cause we got professional stuff coming up here, so keep it moving, guys. We'll look and see what Terry's got.
Where did you put that?
Your other one's back?
There's a couple of those floating around my head.
Okay, Terry's in the spotlight.
Yeah.
What's Terry got?
One or two items, especially for some people.
Oh, look what Terry got. I'm sure he always wanted to have.
The chef has entered the building.
Terry got a spice apron. Apple spice. Okay, Mike, you can either steal something or you can go get a package.
I just gotta wear this.
You can either steal it or you can go get a package.
Oh, well, yeah, she's hanging around my neck.
Well, Terry's.
And from the light fixture.
Okay, are you gonna steal something or are you gonna go get a package?
Who, me?
Yeah.
You're next.
You're
No,
next.
I had an apron that said prevent fires.
You
and
can
they
steal
get-
any of those gifts as well.
I can steal any of those?
You can steal
Oh
or you
my
can get a
God.
package.
Oh, that's the real you.
Now Terry
the
does a
bow.
lot
Oh, yeah,
with chili and
special.
deer meat.
Perfect
So he
for your
might
5-year bike.
What is that? Oh, I thought that was a.
I can wear this one, don't process it.
It goes around and around.
Woo! I could tell you stories, but I won't.
I don't get the job.
Okay, you want that? I need that.
There you go.
Okay, so what happens
I got
now
thrown out
is
of cops last week.
Dave has to go draw again.
Motherfucker.
You guys gotta keep moving.
Okay,
Huh?
you're up again.
I go up again?
Yep.
Okay, and then, Barbie?
Yeah, Barbie then, but Dave just got stolen
I
from.
think that's good. You need some, matching hand polish.
Mike needs a hot pad.
I do. Nail polish. What'd you get?
Wireless mono headset.
Mono headset.
Mono
Well, that's
headset.
an STD and
Oh, it's a, it hooks on one side, so you
kissing disease.
STD.
Oh,
I don't want any STDs.
Oh, mono.
Keep away, keep
Mono.
away.
Barbie, it's your turn.
Headset with
Do
my-
what?
You can
Go
either
up here and
steal
She said
somebody
mine- she said
something,
mine
or you
said
can get a
mine
gift.
goes
You
like
can
it's
steal what's out here or you
Kissing
get a new one.
disease.
Yeah, that's what it is, kissing disease.
Let's see,
It's in a bag.
we got these here.
Oh, God, there's stuff on the table.
I know, well, Jen, I know what's in here, so I'm not gonna take it, cause that wouldn't be fair. I know what's in this box, okay? I wrapped it.
She'd like to take it.
I would, but that would be cheating. I wrapped it, okay? But, so,
That means it's
I'm
pretty
just
good
gonna-
box.
Do you want somebody to pick it for you?
She's looking for the prettiest wrapping paper.
I wrapped all these.
Just pick one.
Inside trading.
I don't know. I'm gonna close my eyes like this and just pick. Okay, I got something.
There you go. Uh-oh, that's what makes it fly. That is really flash.
What did you
Put that in
get?
your laptop. Oh.
Or your phone?
What's it
What
say?
is that?
Everybody listen, what Barbie's got.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, no.
Tell me what it is. I don't have my glasses right away. Sandy.
Probably working laptop. We've got a ton of laptop.
Home Smart Sanigear, portable sanitizing UV light, 99.9% effective against bacteria, viruses, and germs. Fits Android chargers for its rechargeability.
Oh, wow.
Cuts down.
Wow.
Peter, your turn.
Let's see, what do I want? What do I want?
I make this paper,
Picture, you want me to
make,
take a picture? Okay.
I make
What's
this paper
that?
Halloween and it wherever.
Oh, that's that nail kit, man. How does that
Galen, what's
work?
that?
Oh,
How does this work?
see 'em? They're very, trust me, I got.
Polishing machine, that might be
You can
cool.
imagine.
That has multi-purpose, I believe. Let's see.
3D printed.
I think I'm gonna draw one off the
3D
shelf
printed,
over here.
one
What
piece.
is the numbers?
It's a shirt.
No assembly required.
Picture, you said you're on
Hey,
it.
there you go.
I'll go get another SD.
Okay.
36 gigs, I don't know how many pictures I can give on it.
So what's Peter got?
Shirt.
Sure.
You seen Toy Story?
Yeah.
Toy Story?
It is a, whoa, it's for Viking. That's pretty, down my scope of things. It's a big old seat pad. It's
Someone else takes
purple.
it from you, you
That
know.
means this is my property, and you stay off, don't hunt, don't trespass.
No, huh?
Is that a sweater?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's see what you
Box
get.
that you didn't want, I'm gonna get, but I know that people have a chance to take it from me, so.
And
Let's see what
there'll
it
be a
says.
fight here. All you guys are gonna fight.
You're thinking it out.
Okay?
She took the big box. Let's
There
see
you
what's
go.
in the
Let's
big
see
box.
what it is.
All right.
You don't have to be delicate opening it, cause we gotta keep moving fast here.
Okay.
You need a knife? There you go.
Maybe not. This is wrapped really nice.
Barbie did 4.5 hours of wrapping. We should give Barbie a hand.
Speech.
Oh.
Let's see.
Look at it.
Now's when I might
There's
use
a
a
knife.
knife.
Oh, I don't think I'd use a knife.
Well, hang on.
I wouldn't use a knife in that one.
No? Okay.
Leak all over.
This is a knife.
I know, just, I would be careful, very careful with that.
Okay.
Okay, she's in the third envelope.
That was Jan's idea, to put it, to surprise everybody.
It's a title for the big four-wheel drive.
Man, I used to do that with boxes.
Missouri State, Lady Bears tickets, very cool.
4 of them.
4 tickets.
For tomorrow night.
Ooh, tomorrow night.
That-
Wow. That is awesome.
Okay. What's your name? Lloyd. Let's see what, Lloyd, are you gonna take anything from anybody?
They're happy with their stuff. We all like volleys.
He told myself back where he walked past.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him glance over here. It goes
I
with the
noticed on
suspenders.
Peter's gift that they had a bicycle on the back, and that was good that they had a bicycle on the back, but the rest of the packaging, you had no idea what on earth it was.
Right, because I took behind the invisible.
Right, but it doesn't really tell you, and it makes such a difference, and then while you're opening all this up, I don't want you to think that we've just gone and spent all this money. These are all products that have gone to what's called bins and buying in Gaylord boxes. And are you familiar now where the bin store is in Springfield?
Ben's Tracy,
Huh?
Ben's Tracy across the street from Bastrop.
There was one there, but now there's, huh?
On the counter.
Now there's one on Glenstone. Oh, what'd you get, Floyd?
It's called a Fuller Brush Company's full crystal, full exterior, enough to clean up 2,000 square feet of vinyl siding.
Wow, I need that.
Anyway,
You
now
like
they,
see?
Safe on grass. So we're not gonna tell you what grass we're gonna have.
now they have one at the corner of Glenstone and just down, from Sunshine on the left. It's the old drugstore that has the buildings like this. You can buy,
Try to bring it in for you.
you guys might want this knowledge. You can buy Gaylord boxes on Friday and Saturday. And you can go, start watching if they're open now, because you can go in and all this stuff. One day it'll be $10, the next day it'll be $8, it goes down to $6, $2, and $1, and sometimes they'll give it to you. A lot of it's Brookstone, a lot of it's, Bed Bath and Beyond, because what happens is the retailers, Galen, they give it all, what happens is they need shelf space. And so, this is where the liquidation comes. So when you're thinking of making products, what you don't wanna do is you don't want to be in that, you want your product to be so good, and you don't wanna send so much into the distributors. You want to have maybe 6 in a container, not 24, cause you have a master carton, and inside the master carton is an inner, how many to an inner, how many to a master, and that makes a difference. What did you get, Lloyd? What?
I got the biggest blooper of the world.
Like a siren.
But somebody might want it. It was an expensive one.
What is it?
And for trying to size of this stuff, I think, I really don't understand it.
Peter, you wanna know what it says for
Okay, tight and beautiful. 1 minute a day to change the sedentary posture. It is, interesting, is,
Exercise machine.
There we go.
Yeah,
What it
Thigh
is.
Master?
No, it's for the backside of your
I,
depot.
don't know exactly, do you want that? Congratulations.
That'll be a re-gift, right?
No, Mr. Claus is next.
Oh.
Mr. Claus is next.
Oh, then you're gonna get a good one, I know.
Is there anything, Mr. Claus, that you saw that you want?
No.
Those boards that we're going to the table.
You don't want the butt master?
I like the Santa Claus pictures.
Very good. It looks like somebody I know, I can't remember who.
Looky there.
All right.
Yeah, very stylish.
Oh,
That's
nice.
perfect. So when you wear your boots, your Santa boots.
Those are
In the North Pole, Of course, you're in the North Pole.
Plus they got,
Canada's next.
Okay,
got,
Ken, is there anything you see you want?
Hey, you can't go wrong with that.
He's coming to steal the socks.
it's not very.
No, those are yours.
Who would steal socks from Santa? Come on. There's cruel and then there's cruel.
I'm by the chimney with care. And then next time we could dress
No,
up.
he's
for
just
Mary,
hoping there's
wear a
more
mouth,
marriage
trick or
tickets,
treating.
is what he's
All
hoping.
that.
They're here to be taken.
Yeah, there's
That's
marriage
right.
tickets.
2 months old.
You'll have fun.
Or someone else will.
Here, do you want break? Uh-oh, you need a knife? He's got a knife.
No, they're 800 bread and salt and pork.
Yeah.
Which is the and pork, so it's soft and mushy. We take 400 pound flour there and then we heat treat it to 26. We take all that.
Boy, you made my day.
And I thought they were bright red.
Heat treat it. Fry it. And vibrate it.
All right, let's see what Ken's got. All right, Ken. Galen, let's see what Ken's got.
I'm watching,
He can get it open.
watching me cut his jeans there. See why she don't take me to church? Talking in the back row.
Sunbeam.
Heating pad, another heating.
That's a different size one.
Isn't that a sunbeam?
Yeah.
So that's, yeah, that's,
Oh,
A
God.
heating pad.
that's a name brand.
All right.
You can raise chickens too.
Yeah. So it's a heating pad.
Oh.
Just put underneath the carton of eggs and put everything there.
Victoria's Secret stuff.
Spray some mist on it so it'll stay humid. Victoria's Secret stuff.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, I know about.
Heating
Well,
Can you turn it around so everybody can see? See what Emily got?
Yeah.
That's the only way to go.
Those are expensive. And these things,
Show up in the
they went to liquidation, probably because somebody sent 24 to each outlet, and that's not what you guys wanna do. If you go big, you don't wanna have every store have a lot, you want to get rid of it and order more.
You want your product flying off the shelf rather than sucking
Absolutely.
up space.
That's really important.
So where is this place that you went shopping?
There's two of them.
There's a bunch of them,
They're starting to pop up all over town.
yeah.
Okay, what was the name of it?
Then you know your part.
There's
Got
one
a
on
plant
Campbell called
nanny.
Ben's Crazy. One in
A
Glenstone
plant
just came
nanny.
up. I forget I don't know what that one's
Where
called.
you buy it out of the big gate or?
No, no, no.
Yeah, they're Amazon,
That's a
bin stores.
You water the plant and then you put a thing in the ground and then you water it, you'll need that side.
Oh, it's a, if there's anything that's like, some
Oh,
kind of
no.
thing, some kind of plant thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
No special, just.
You didn't steal from anybody either, Jan?
Nope.
Only one
I
steal
got
in the
a
whole
shaving
group.
pedestal.
A what?
Attaches to the wall with a clip, holds tight. Stores shaving cream, holds 2 razors.
that's what you need.
That's what you need.
Just what I needed. Incredible holding power, works where suction does not. Mounts on most surfaces, including textured uneven tiles, fiberglass, front lines, rust resistant. Regular $24.95. If I recall, I paid $2.
The one roll is, that's probably already back.
All right, guys.
Hey Jan, do me a favor. Tell them about your toilet.
Oh,
Come on, tell them about your invention on your toilet.
They got numbers on
most people know what a bidet is. So, you
Oh, I
know,
know.
Galen got a bidet for me because I get kidney stones and we've done everything under the sun. He's been really great about it.
It's it's
Go ahead,
automatic though.
Huh?
It's automatic.
Oh,
You
yeah,
press
you just put a
buttons.
button, push a button
I
and
thought
it
it was
washes the
cool.
front. Then you turn it off and push a button and it washes the back. And then you push a button and then it dries it off and then you sit down and the seat is warm.
You got one.
It was cool. That invention was cool.
The rules are, I can take it.
You can take anybody's, okay, here he.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna steal
Dun,
my
dun,
lunch.
dun.
I always thought the Grinch had the better idea about Christmas. Just go around and take stuff instead of giving. Hey Mike, I'm coming for that blanket.
Oh.
Huh?
It's a heating pad.
The heating pad then.
You want it?
Yeah.
Oh, man. You can have Woody and the toys too.
No, that's fine,
Then
picking
you
you,
go
you're
pick
hiding
one.
then.
You gotta go get another heating pad.
Oh, I get to pick again?
Yeah.
You can steal his.
You can take
You can
his.
steal his.
Steal
It
what?
is, you can, it's heating pad.
No, I need one with more room in the seat.
Okay.
He's got
Clear the old
He's
one.
got one that's good
Yeah.
too.
Oh, I want to see a new toy. I got heat pads. Cool, oh, yeah. Hey, I want that one. Oh, wait a minute. That's
That's
a
only
pretty
when you
bag.
ship the wire.
Okay, open it up, cause we gotta keep moving here, guys.
Oh, I see, I'm getting it, congratulations.
We're saving the best for last, so we have to keep moving.
Okay, I'll go.
Yeah, they're kicking
I don't
us
know
out
what
of
this
cool
is.
song.
I think this is painting.
Pantyhose?
Oh, man.
That's the only.
No, you guys ain't seeing this.
You gotta remember.
I need this.
You got pipe in there.
The dog got my sock.
How fun.
3 pairs.
Yeah.
Swept. We're gonna just start giving everybody another bag. Okay, guys, you are so lucky because we're not carrying this stuff home, so everybody's gonna get another gift. We're just gonna bring them by.
want it or not.
Whether you want it or not, whether you want it or not, whether you want it or not. Huh?
Yes. But I got it.
You got them too, huh? Now, if you don't like them and you have a wife or a girlfriend or a daughter,
Mom was gonna get
I got a chastity belt.
well, it's about time. Use it. Woo!
No, I
I'm
already
just
broke
kidding.
my neck.
I'm just
With the
kidding.
lock on it.
I've had a chastity belt on my whole life. And I was married. My husband didn't appreciate it. Don't ask me how I had 2 children. It was always under lock and key.
That's when I started skateboarding.
You didn't get to.
I got on skateboard southbound. See, that's when you're on your bicycle. You put on each side, just ride along.
Get another one.
Thank you.
Put these over there through the cans.
That they have. Yes. Okay, here's the deal. Hear ye. Everybody shows what they have. I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna point at you because the best is left for last for our Christmas extravaganza. And happy time. Oh my goodness, he got the pee one. This is a woman's pee device. No, no, no.
Hey,
John, you're a good sport.
hey, the
This
best
is
thing
for
for
women.
roses is urine.
This
Pee
is
on
for
the
women to
roses.
pee.
Right.
It-
That's funny.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
Heat thing,
A what?
their heat for your seat.
Oh, yeah, so she has a warm seat.
Oh, cool.
What'd you get?
Knee pad.
Wow.
Knee pad, okay? And Blake, what'd you get? A hummingbird feeder.
Oh, I got a gangster hat.
Gangster hat.
Got a foam, okay, what'd you get?
The headset.
A headset.
Yes.
What'd you get?
Cleaning tool.
Cleaning tool.
I got a gangster hat.
A gangster hat. Cool.
Yeah, baby.
Carrie's going home with, Carrie, I think, I think Carrie needs, Terry needs to have another something.
It's funny. Take her around the library and
What'd you
have
get?
a model.
A lot, cool. What'd you get second time? Oh, cool. That's cool.
I know.
What'd you get?
I have a Santa gear and it checks my sanity every moment.
What'd
And
you
when
get?
I lose it, it rings a bell. Bling, bling, bling.
I hate to say it, it's going off right now.
Every minute of the day. Joe from Apple says that it's the crazy people that change the planet.
I never met a sane person in my life. There are people that claim to be, and the voices in their head told them so.
Are you sane?
No.
Okay, you guys, here's what we gotta do next. Everybody up to get your Cracker Jacks and either a cranberry juice and a water, and then we're gonna scoop these chairs this way, okay? Because the best is gonna happen now. We are going to entertain, we have talent that is world travel that you pay big bucks to go see. And all I can say is Galen's very generous, okay? So we
I'm
need to
just
pull our
kidding you,
chairs
but I mean, really.
this way because our talent needs the stage. But please come get your water and your juice and your Cracker Jacks.
They got a prize inside.
Cracker Jacks have a prize
Inside.
inside.
That was, oh, good idea.
I will be right back.
Good question about the school. I was thinking about that.
Would you like your toys?
There we go.
Thank you, I like them, that's good. Oh, no!
There you go. Oh, would you look at that?
Poor Woody, he just falling apart. Where'd Galen go?
Okay. So we gotta get everything over here for this entertainment. We're gonna pass these around if anybody wants any free magazines. Help yourself. If you need to take a potty break, do it quick. Absolutely.
Now, do they still have them cool prizes in Cracker Jack?
I think so.
When I was a kid,
That's wonderful marketing, guys.
well, the whole thing is the label that people recognize and know what it's good for. They don't know that they've been walking away.
Absolutely. Marketing, if you can have the best product in the world, but if you don't know how to market it or how to package it.
No, you're right.
You guys get water, cranberry juice, Cracker Jacks.
Knick-knack, paddywhack. When you only got a dime.
Whose package is this one?
I'm not sure, it was sitting underneath them, yeah, what's your keys?
Oh, I ended up, oh, boy, I'm ending up with everything. What is this? I know I look like a pack rat, guys, and I am.
He just needs a stage. This is fine. You okay?
Hi there, I'm Mike Preston. Really? I started in New York back in 1980. I started off in plant maintenance in '79, and it was a European guys from all overseas. And they gave me a block of steel and a file. None of this bullshit, see? And make it square. Here, make it square. Make it one by one by one. And I did prep work for the guys when I was in plant maintenance. I plays and stuff? Oh, you did? You don't wanna work that hard. No, here's zipper. That's why I had that joke with that stupid brain. My wife gave this to me. When I started out, they gave me a piece of paper and a pencil. And even when Texas Instrument come out with calculators, my boss wouldn't let me use it. No, you had to write everything out, do the math. And I've done the stories, kids can't even make change of $20 unless the register, and I'm thinking, oh my God. And the girl's sitting there with this, after the register didn't work, poking at it like a monkey. And like, no,
Born and raised. He said, I'm proud to be an American.
oh, really?
That's ready to put that city attorney. He said, there's never too many.
Oh, I know Vasco. I used to work with the Hardesty boys. Oh, really?
They ought to be flying for.
Did you do the little terminal dives? That's where I started off. Progressive dive, that's long. You put it under your arm, making brass turn, progressive, you know, damp them, form them. I did line drives for them, the line motors, the needle.
Are you here for some, aren't you?
Back in the woods.
All right, everybody's gotta have a person.
Yeah, and same thing with GE, I did their tooling, and I did a bunch of work for them, and then the bastards, oh, well, they had boxes, a kit that they'd send to Mexico, and then it would come back as a return, and then get reworked. So what's the money they said?
These ones print kind of in a way, all 13 colors. They kind of print like that.
Oh, man.
To try to make it, so it fits into.
Senora, don't comprendo.
Yeah.
Yes. They don't speak English, they say you want your paycheck and dummy down.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Gus, are we recording?
Yep.
It is with great pleasure I want to introduce to you Katrina Goff. And I got to know Katrina through Wellness for Warriors, and she is going to introduce our very professional, paid-for specialty from Galen for this group. And Katrina will tell you about this. I'm so excited, Katrina. Come on.
I'm excited
and-
for you.
You haven't seen my boy, did I?
So I am here to announce Jay Goff, Sprinkled Elvis to you. He is going to come out and put on a show for you, and you are going to love it. He gives us his heart, his soul, and it means so much to him to bring joy. It means a lot to me to be here with you so that you can see that joy that he could bring and experience that as well. So with that being said, I'm gonna go push a button and out is gonna come Elvis.
The microphone off? The microphone.
Are you talking about the screen?
You
Oh, see, see right. Oh, see what I've done. I said, see right. Oh, see what I've done. Girl, you made me love you. Well, now, your man is gone. What I say, well, I'm gone. Go away, baby. And I won't go back to the farm. Go away, baby. And I won't go back to the farm. If I find me a good girl, I won't be back at all. But I say, play some. Said I'm gone away, baby, and I won't go back to the farm. Gone away, baby, and I won't go back to the farm. If I find me a good girl, I won't be back at all. What I say, I said, see right. Oh, see what you have done. I said, see right. Oh, see what you have done. Girl, you made me love you, and now your man is gone. What I say, I said, see right. I said, see right. I said, see. I said, see. I got the hiccups, man. Hey, two, hey, up. I should see right. I should see. Thank you so much. Hey, does the music need to be turned up a little bit? What do y'all think? Is it good? Yeah. That's good? Good. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Music was too loud. Baby, let me be loving teddy bear. Put a chain around my neck, leave me anywhere. Oh, let me be no teddy bear. Oh, I don't wanna be a tiger. Tigers play too rough. I don't wanna be a lion. Lions ain't the kind you love enough. Just wanna be no teddy bear. Put a chain around my neck and leave me anywhere. Oh, let me be no teddy bear. Oh, let me be teddy bear. You guys know the words, y'all sing along with it. You know I can't be found sitting home all alone. If you can't come around, at least please telephone. Don't be cruel. You're a heartless through. I'm back up singing over here. Maybe if I made you mad, something that I might have said, please do forget my past. Future looks bright ahead. Don't be cruel. You're a heartless through. Well, I don't want no other love. Maybe it's just you I'm thinking of. Don't be cruel. You're a heartless through. Don't be cruel. To the heart is true. Well, I don't want no other love. Maybe it's just you I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Woo!
Everybody having a good time?
Yeah.
Yep. All right, we just got started, man. That's awesome. I heard y'all got pretty excited earlier. Somebody was laughing like, man, I tell you what. Where was that laugh coming from? It's going down deep.
You know why we're laughing? Because Lloyd got a gift to
We had a gift
Uh-oh.
exchange.
expand his butt.
Lloyd, do you need that butt expansion? No, you don't have to go and show me, I'll take care of it. Alright. Butt expansion. Well, I don't know if y'all noticed, I could use a little butt reduction, I'm telling you what. I'm telling you. So what the heck's going on back there? Two separate counties here. Alright, go ahead. Well, I've never been to Spain, but I kinda like the music. Say the ladies are insane, and they sure know how to use it. Don't abuse it, never gonna lose, yeah, I can't refuse it. Oh, well, I've never been to England, but I kinda like the Beatles, so I headed to Las Vegas, only made it out to meet us. I got to feel it, must be deep. Oh, feels so good, feels so good. Well, I've never been to heaven, but I've been to Oklahoma. Well, they tell me I was born there, but I really don't remember. In Oklahoma or Arizona, well, what does it matter? What does it matter? Pick me up, Scotty. Well, I've never been to Spain, but I kinda like the music. Sure, the ladies are insane there, and they sure know how to use it. They don't abuse it, never gonna lose. I can't refuse it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I've never been to heaven, but I've been to Oklahoma. Well, they tell me I was born there, but I really don't remember. Oh, and Oklahoma, or Arizona, well, what does it matter? What does it matter? In Oklahoma or Arizona, well, what does it matter? What does it matter? Not much, I know. Thank you so much.
Howie, as Huey, Dewey, and Louie would say. Huey, Dewey, Louie, John Benson. Yahoo, Zowie, and Keno.
Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about the band? This is the band over here.
Alright.
She's awesome, isn't she?
Priscilla does it.
Multitask.
I'm gonna play splits here. Call 911 if that happens. Oh, this is, I know, yeah, it's a little long, pause, but that's fine. Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? Are you sorry we drifted apart? 'Cause your Do you gaze at your doorstep and picture me there? Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight? Here he comes. You know, I wonder if you're lonesome tonight. You know, someone said the world's a stage, and this was the part. Fate had me playing in love, but here's my sweetheart, love to her life. Or your husband. Act one as well. You read your lines so cleverly and never missed a cue. And then came back to. You seem to change. You're acting strange. And why, I don't know. Weirdos. Honey, you lied when you said you loved me. And now I understand why. But I'd rather go on hearing your lies than to go on living without you. Now the stage is bare, and I'm standing there. Did I open my door? It rhymes, you know. And if you don't come back to me, they can just bring the curtain down. You get the first one. Feel the pain.
Can you whistle? Can you whistle?
Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight?
Yeah.
You still good? You good? You know, I think that scarf might match his head.
Hey, it was.
Yeah, you be
Wow.
diamond.
Oh, sure, honey.
You like them couples that go to the Western bar and
What brown was her? Honey, this is these are my glasses. Lovely job in the city, working for the man every night and day. But I never lost 1 minute of sleep, heard about the way things might have been. Big wheels keep on turning, fire keeps on burning. Well, I'm rolling, wait, rolling, rolling on the river. If you go down, oh, there's a lot of pain down in New Orleans. Oh, I never lost a good side of the city. And I used to ride on the riverboat queen. I said, big wheels keep on turning, fire keeps on burning. I said, rolling, rolling, rolling on the river, rolling. Oh, I'm too early. I was like, I think the music up, mic down just a little, so mic down just a little bit. Mic, number one. If you go down to the river, bet you're gonna find some people living. You don't have to worry, cause you got no money. People on the river are happy to give. I said the big wheels keep on turning, while Mary keeps on burning. I said rolling, 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 rolling on the river, long time. I said rolling, 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 rolling on the river, rolling.
kick.
I tried to, it's like, whoa, wrong time, bad timing. I'm like, well, let's
Elvis
just go
was,
halfway.
took karate.
Get on this floor, go, whoop.
Yeah, that's my trick.
Okay.
Glad he's not your friend.
You guys having a good time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elvis won 3 Grammys. 2 of them was for this song.
That's my song right there.
How great thou art. Oh, my God, when I know some wonder consider all the words thy hands have made. I see the stars, I do roll in thunder, thy power throughout the universe display. All right, everybody else sing.
When Christ shall come with shout of acclamation and take me home, what joy shall fill my heart.
Then I shall bow in humble adoration, and there proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Everybody sing that. And sings my soul,
Everybody wants you to sing.
my Savior God,
Don't we always do
to
this?
thee. How great thou art, how great thou art, how great thou art, and sings my soul, my Savior God, oh, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Thank you, praise the Lord, praise the Lord. Now, it is Christmas time. It is Christmas time, and y'all have a little Christmas party, and Santa's in the house, so we can't get by this event without a Christmas song, right?
I think so.
You think so? All right, I got the approval from the Colonel Parkerus.
Uh-oh. Colonel Parker was
Parkerus.
good.
I call her my Priscilla. This is my Priscilla Presley.
Silly.
Yeah. So how about another round of applause for her? Okay, that's enough. I gotta take her home. Gotta fit her in the truck. Don't No, I'll tell you what, folks, let me tell you something. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for her. I mean, I really wouldn't. I started this when I was about 40 years ago. I was doing it when I was a kid, actually. Elvis was my hero. And folks, I'm gonna tell you something. In my life, I came from a very, very bad childhood. But who hasn't, right? Everybody says, oh, my childhood sucked, you know. I had to wash dishes. And, but I needed a superhero. And you know, guys, you know, when you're kids, you had a superhero. Batman, Superman, Flash Gordon, Green Hornet, you know. Most of Santa Claus, always Santa Claus. All of them, almost all of them, except for Santa Claus, wore capes. Maybe Santa did, I don't know Santa. But wore capes. Well, I always say my hero wore a cape too. It just happened to have a whole lot of shiny stuff all over it. But I want to say there's 3 men in my life that have saved me. saved my life. One was, in order, Elvis Presley. Uncle Sam did 26 in the Army. And
Good. Thank you for your services.
thank you, thanks so much. Uncle Sam, and then Jesus Christ, my Lord and my
Amen.
Savior. And he
Amen.
still continues to guide that life for me. And so, but we're going to do a Christmas song, aren't we, honey? Yes, thank you. Have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just thinking about you. Decorations of red on the green Christmas tree won't be the same day if you're not here when the wind blows blue. Snowflakes start falling. That's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas apart, but I have a blue Christmas. Everybody have a good time today? Yeah. Before I came out, did you have a good time? I know you did. I can hear you. I thought, man, I need to be out there, but then I'm giving this all away.
It's a tough act to follow.
I know it.
I have to take the hands off.
You'll be doing alright with your Christmas apart, but have a blue Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. It's never too early to say Merry Christmas. So I know one fan right there.
Yeah.
Oh, number two, I'm sorry.
Number two.
All right. Now, this next song is a song that I was born and raised in, I was born in Lubbock, Texas. I was raised all over West Texas. And I always say, if you saw an oil rig out there, I probably lived there as a kid. My man was a roughneck, so grew up around the oil fields. But this next guy, he was also born in Lubbock, Texas, wrote a lot of songs for the King. And so it's always been one of my favorites, and I'd like to do for you by Mac Davis. There's a snowflake on a cold and gray Chicago lawn, and a poor little baby child is born in the ghetto. And his mama cries, 'cause if there's one thing that she don't need is another hungry mouth to feed in the ghetto. People, don't you understand? Child needs a helping hand. He'll gonna be an angry young man someday. Take a look at you and me, are we too blind to see? Do we simply turn our heads and look the other way? Well, the world turns, and a hungry little boy with a runny nose plays in the streets as the cold wind blows in the ghetto. And his hunger burns, so he starts to roam the streets at night, and he learns how to steal, and he learns how to fight in the ghetto. And one night in desperation, the young man breaks away, buys a gun, steals a car, tries to run, but it don't get far. And his mama cries as a crowd was born in the ghetto.
In the ghetto.
And his mama cried
In the ghetto.
in the ghetto.
In the ghetto.
And his mama cries. Take it on.
Elvis, I grew up in the South Chicago ghetto, and that could fit my family, and the guy next door was murdered. Polish American.
We need to keep our prayers going up for Chicago. They are in a mess there.
Yeah.
Chicago, St. Louis. So, I mean, just the world's going to pots, man. I tell you. But it's up to us. It's up to us.
We the people.
We the people. Thank you. Absolutely. We. Well, I'm going soapbox here. It is we the people. We cannot forget that. We the people, because I think some people have forgotten that in Washington. So, you ready, honey? Okay, this is one of those you can sing along with if you know the parts. Make you sing along, but this is specific. Oh, ladies, how you doing? I'm waiting. Where's it begin? I can't begin to know, but then I know it's growing strong. Was in the spring. The spring became the summer. Early you come along. Oh, hands, touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Oh, sweet Caroline, the good times never seem so good.
So good, so good, so good.
I've been inclined to believe they never would, but now I look to the night. It don't seem we fell in love with only two. And when I heard runs off my shoulders, how can I hurt when holding you? Oh, warm, touching warm, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Oh, sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good.
So good, so good, so good.
I've been inclined to believe they never could. Oh, sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good.
So good, so good, so
Oh, I've been inclined to believe they never could. Yeah. Thank you so much, so much. Now this next one I want to dedicate to the king of rock and roll himself. Frank Sinatra recorded it, of course, but nobody, in my honest opinion, I'm just saying, I'm a little biased because I'm wearing a pink skirt. I don't know. But I think Elvis may have done the best job of this song.
Oh, I
Can
know.
you? Oh, what's that?
My way?
No, we're going to do it my way. Hey, when you get the check, okay, you can do it your way.
Never come, never come.
Hey, how many of y'all remember the story of Elvis Presley? I want to share this with them real quick. You know, Elvis, when he was 11 years old, his mama took him to a pawn shop in Tupelo. Do y'all remember that story? And he went in there. Do you know what he wanted to buy?
A gun.
He wanted to buy a gun. He wanted to buy, this lady knows her stuff. He wanted to buy a BB gun. That's the big thing. He wanted to walk in there and get a BB gun. Of course, Mama said, you can't have that. You'll put somebody's eye out. Instead, he got a guitar. So my question to you, can you imagine if he'd got the gun instead? This would be a whole different show.
The Army took care of that.
Whole different show. Go ahead, honey. The end is near, so I face the final curtain. My prayers say clear, stay my head over it, I'm certain. I live a life that's full, I travel each and every highway. Oh, much more than this. Have a good night, sir. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few. Then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do. Saw it through without exemption. Our plan, he started course, his careful step along the byways. Oh, more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times I'm sure you knew. When I've it all, oh, like it's you. Well, through it all, when the world was down, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall, and did it my way. Of love, I feel my share of losing, and the night was to subside. I find it all so amusing, which side to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way. Oh no. Oh, not me, I did it my way. And what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has time to say the words he truly feels. And all the words of all who live will really show. I took the blows and did it my way. A reggae shows. I took the blows and did it my Check. No, I think we're good. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Well, this is our final song for the night. So thank you so very much for having us out here. And it's, I don't know, I think we're good. Thank you for having us out here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank Jan. Jan and I, we've known each other for several years now through mutual friend and through Wellness for Warriors. And so she shot me a really, really soon message. Hey, what you doing like tomorrow? You know? So, but anyway, everybody give her a round of applause for what she does. Appreciate you so much. Give this lovely lady over here another round of applause. Because every time you do, I get points.
Do you have an Elvis card for everybody to have?
We did not bring any, I'm actually making new ones, but if you are on social media, if you go to Facebook, just say Springfield Elvis, and you'll see my lovely mug still in this outfit. Actually, I've got a new one coming this January. Hey, speaking of, what do you think about this outfit?
All right.
Pretty, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know, right? I seen you looking at me. I'm careful. Well, I saw you putting on that little apron over there too.
Oh, don't have.
Who the devil in the sky? No, but anyway, thank you so much. And this thing is hot, I'll tell you. It's just real toasty.
When I was 6 or 7 years old, I grew up on a farm without a television. Had no television, never saw Elvis on TV.
Oh my goodness.
One time we were over at some friend's house and I saw Elvis wearing pants with a slit in the bell bottoms like that.
Yeah, we call it the kid pleat.
I never forgot that. When I got to be a teenager, my mom taught me how to sew and I made a pair of pants pretty much like that.
There you go.
All right.
Man, I don't know about you, I'd love for that style to come back.
I would too.
I'm trying to bring it back.
There you go.
You know, I actually have a pair of black kid pleats at home and Elvis shirts and big collared shirts.
Have you
and
got
stuff
any
like
blue
that.
suede shoes?
You know, it's funny you said that. We've been looking at them every time. I always talk myself out because I'm thinking, I gotta save money for that next jumpsuit. These things, you don't get these at Walmart or Party City, folks. I'm just saying.
I can tell you a story about those blue suede shoes.
Sure, tell us the story.
Elvis's blue suede shoes they weren't hush puppies, they weren't slip-ons, they weren't tie shoes, they had a little mechanism in them that you pop the tongue open and it opened the shoes on a wire. Research it on the internet. I can show you some pictures later.
I will.
I had a pair of just black shoes, they called them Jets, and they had a lifetime guarantee. I wore out 3 pairs of them. And I
Were they all
loved those.
blue?
They were, none of them were blue. But Elvis blue suede shoes had the flip tongue. The internet supported that.
I'll be darned.
Well, look at that. Good for you.
Yeah.
On our Innovators Network live stream, Elvis has gotten 2 rounds of applause and about 3 great jobs.
Oh, I'm live streaming. Thank you. That camera there?
Yep. This one right here too.
Okay. Thanks, guys, very much. Hey, go to Springfield Elvis on Facebook. You can find me on there, and you can message me if you got an event coming up. Christmas, New Year's Eve, whatever, bar mitzvahs. I don't care. You get a promotion, I don't care. You know, I just love to perform, love to sing, and I love to bring Elvis's life. Hey, the Elvis movie came out, and I knew it was going to do it. With Baz Luhrmann, his production, I knew that he was going to bring Elvis to a new generation. I have talked to so many kids that said, man, I never knew that much about Elvis. I am going to be performing at MSU in January, and I've talked to some of the college kids that's putting this event on, and they were all just ecstatic about the new Elvis movie and everything. So I feel blessed that I get to do this, continue doing this, and bring it to a new generation. So,
Right.
yes, sir. Oh, we're going to turn this into Q&A session again.
Elvis just.
She invited me in. I was actually watching video and falling asleep at the table.
Oh.
But she said, hey, come on in. But in 1976, a couple of months before he passed, he was at Hammond Center.
Yep.
And some friends of mine were in line. I went up and said hi to him, and I wasn't going to it, but I just stood in line with him for a while.
Oh, cool.
That was kind of fun.
Yeah, I tell you,
Hey,
I never got to see the man myself in
Elvis?
person. Yes, ma'am.
March 28th, 1957, the only time he wore the Golda Meir suit. I was 9, slave sister Rose was 17. She took me to see him, and it was the only time he basically wore the whole suit.
Yeah.
March 28th, 1950, at the Chicago Amphitheater. So, and like,
Wow.
like when I saw the girls, this is real history. Like, nobody was sitting like this. Everybody, all the girls were screaming, and I was just 9, so I didn't really, I didn't get it then.
Yeah.
But screaming, I called Graceland, and Levon God gave me all 16 songs that he sang at that concert.
Wow.
So I got those 16 songs, and but you never know, like you say, in affecting younger kids.
Yeah.
That's how I got to be. I never liked Elvis. It wasn't my generation. But it was just, they said it was like, I think there's only 4 original ideas in the United States. Elvis was one, Coca-Cola, I don't know the other 2. But when Elvis came out with the Golda Meir, it was like being shot out of a cannon,
Yeah.
as far as the whole universe was.
Yeah. you know, like John Lennon said, you know, before Elvis, there was nothing.
That's right. And he's right, too.
Elvis, I was in Las Vegas on my honeymoon when he was playing his last, set.
His last set?
Last set.
Oh, my gosh. We'll have to
All right,
talk.
folks, well, it's been a pleasure, performing for you. Like I said, go to Springfield Elvis Facebook. Leave me a little comment. If you enjoyed what you saw, post a little comment. You can also find me on Gig Salad. You can find me on Gig Salad for those of you that can't hear me this far on the camera. But on Gig Salad, you can find me as well, and leave me some comments. You know, it's been fantastic because people do read those, and then they make a determination whether or not I get to continue doing what I love doing. And this lovely lady here, she talked me into getting back into it a few years ago. Her and a dear friend of ours got me back into it. The gold lame jacket actually for that event. So,
Yes,
all right. So this is our final song, ladies and gentlemen. Only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Come here. Shall I stay? You're so pretty. Would it be a sin? When I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, watch this. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things, you know, are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you, for I can't help falling in love with you.
Let's give him a standing ovation.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Rita and Jay, and I just want to say that the next meeting is we will be learning how to take our ideas and be able to take them to other levels, because Jay has something that he does with Katrina, the two of them. You want to just say just a little bit? He will be here, not in this suit.
Not in this costume. In fact, you may
But
not even recognize it.
he will be here as himself, and Galen and I will be going to be with our son who has CTE, but he's picked up his violin and playing in Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Oh, cool.
And we're going to his concert, so Augustus and Barbie will be leading the meeting. And, just Augustus, you've met, Jay and Katrina and, Barbie. And, it'll be a great meeting. You wanna tell just a little snippet of what you do?
Okay, just choking more. I did at the end of the show. Yeah, we founded JKG Consultants. We're members of the John Maxwell Leadership Development Team. We've both been leadership developers for a combined years of 70+ years, you know, just between two of us. Not gonna tell you our ages. And, yeah, so I'll be coming in and speaking to you a little bit, probably on the disc, and knowing how to connect and communicate with people, identifying personalities, and we make it a lot of fun, because we're gonna identify some of you right now predominantly, and then how you connect and communicate, because you know, whatever you're doing, somebody else is gonna be involved. There's always gonna be a person that you're gonna have to connect with. Are you doing it in such a way that you're adding value to them? Are you looking for something? Are you contributing or consuming? And that's what I'm going to share with you. So we're gonna touch on some of those.
So did you catch that? Contributing or consuming? So they're gonna help you, help your business, help your life, help your inventions. So please come, it'll be good. I don't not wanna be here, but I wouldn't miss my son picking up his violin in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. It's a wonderful thing that Gayla and I are gonna go and be with our grandchildren. And there will be a December 1st Sunday of every month, not in January because it falls on a holiday. So it's always, we're in our 16th year, the first Sunday of every month, okay? Now, after we have prayer, Santa Claus will be ready for pictures. Will you be ready for pictures?
Absolutely.
And so, if you'll bow your heads. Father, we thank you that you made us relational. We thank you that you are the creator and that you've given us the abilities to create in so many avenues and so many ways. And we just praise your name for this meeting, and we praise your name and thank you. Please give everyone traveling mercies, I pray in thy name. Amen.
Amen.
So, if you want to come up here and have a picture with Jay, Galen will be taking pictures, and I don't know, Gus, you wanna be taking pictures too? And Santa, if you'll come up.
Baby, take a picture.
So, we wanna do two, yeah, would you like to have pictures with Santa and? Okay, so if you guys want pictures, first Sunday of every month, we've done it for 16 years, it's free help.
So it's stream live. Can you tag, J Golf, or you can just record this? Yeah. I know, I need a picture of Santa. I was hoping you weren't going to do that.
This is Springfield Santa.
Santa, did,
Thank you for watching the live stream. See you next month.
Oh, that's a priceless picture. Galen, get your camera out, quick.
Oh, my God.